following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Demons made us late today. I don't know what in the world I said of all the craziness to happen. So there are things that happen, and I just wanted to make sure that microphones worked and cameras worked, because today we got a very special guest. We've got Steve Roehm, who has got a brand new Facebook group that I want you to join. I want you to join it today. I always say FSS, follow, subscribe, and share. Well, gratitude is something we share all the time to make the world a better place. And Steve Roehm, our resident hypno hottie is what I call him. But
Hi, Devin.
I say that because I love you.
How are you?
But I'm just great. You're the Nashville hypnotherapist.
I guess so. Yes, the hypnotherapist, hypnosis teacher, coach, do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, we're kind of leaning toward the coaching thing in this particular segment, because you've got a brand new Facebook group.
Yes.
And we want everybody to join, because gratitude is at the core of making your life better. Because if you live in gratitude, if you live in abundance instead of lack, it changes the way you see the world, doesn't it?
We have so much. I mean, my gosh, if you're watching this video, you should be extremely thankful. You have an amazing life. Just the fact that you have access to this stuff is incredible.
I think so too. And we have devices now that can connect us with the world.
It's even the smallest of things we can be thankful for. I talked about this. It's just a pen. I talked about this pen yesterday, I think, in one of my live broadcasts, and the fact that I'm thankful for this pen because it gives me the ability to write down my ideas and share my thoughts and take notes and remember things. And, but people don't think about the smallest of things that we have that they should be thankful for.
I have an example of that. I did an event. I spoke at an event, and they had these little party favors. It was a ladies' event in Jackson, Tennessee. And these were on the table. And what this is, these are little Post-it notes. There's little notes, there's little tabs, and there's all kind of, it's the cutest little thing. And people were just leaving them. And I'm going, I use Post-it notes for all the time. I have affirmations everywhere. And I said, this is the coolest thing. And I looked down today, and it's Arrington Funeral Directors and Crematory. But, I'm grateful.
Hey,
I'm grateful for this.
You're not there yet, so that's one reason to be grateful right there.
Another one, yes. But you're right. What made you start a gratitude group on Facebook?
Honestly, one morning I was sitting in self-pity, and I thought, I need to get out of this thought pattern because I've got things to do. There are things going on. I've got family sickness right now. My dad is, there's just life is stressful some days. And I was sitting and just kind of wallowing in my crap. And I thought, no, this is not a great way to start my day. I'm smarter than this, and I have these tools. I know these things. So I should just sit here and think about all the things that I really have in my life that are amazing. And I thought, you know what? I bet there's somebody else out there who's sitting in their crap right now too. And they need to be reminded of what is around the abundance that we have, the incredible things that we have in our lives that we take for granted on a regular basis.
Amen.
A roof over your head, food in your refrigerator, great friends. There's so many things to be thankful for, to be grateful for in life. And when you sit in that, it really brings more of it to you, because our attention is really limited, right? We can only keep so much information in our experience at any given moment. And if your attention is filled with crap all the time, it's kind of like walking through a flower garden, which we are. We have this amazing journey around us.
Right.
And people step in they step in that stuff back there, and they're so focused on their shoe because of that stuff that happened a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a year ago or 5 years ago. And they're dragging it around and forgetting to notice all the amazing things they have. And I just wanted to help bring people back to their awareness. And,
there's almost a science of it. It's what you think about, you bring about. There is a science to that, and it's crazy. There's an illustration. Someone was so afraid they were going to get a speeding ticket. And they kept thinking, I'm on this trip, I better watch my speed, I'm going to get a speeding ticket. And they kept thinking, the lights came on, and they were paying so attention to, I'm going to get a speeding ticket, that they drew it to them.
Right.
And there's also that focus on what we don't have. Well, I don't have. That's why I never repeat the phrase, I have no money.
Yeah.
I have no food. I have no this. I have no. Well, that keeps you in that place of lack. What is it? It's almost like a magic trick when you think of yourself as, I have everything I need. I have everything I need. Then all of a sudden you do.
We already do. We just forget to notice it. That's the problem. We just forget to notice it. We take things for granted because they're there all the time. The people we love, those are the people we end up hurting the most because we take them for granted. We're not grateful for the fact that they're even in our lives. We're just people, enough is never enough.
I want you to give me the name of your group.
Make gratitude a habit. It's, I think it's facebook.com/groups/gratitude habit, I believe.
If you go to groups, you can find it. And let me see.
It looks like that.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I'm putting it up for us so we can have it, so they can see it.
Yeah. We're almost a month into it. I've got 356 members so far. Let's top that out of 400 today.
What happens there at that group?
I get on there on a regular basis and just try and bring people's attention back to their awareness of what they can be grateful for and thankful for. I've had an interview on there with my good friend and coach Neil Talbot. We talked last week about really bringing our power back to us, which really is just taking control of our attention and what we do with it. Pink Floyd said it, all we touch and all we see is all our life will ever be. It's one of my favorite lyric ever.
That could be, I could put that on a Post-it note.
You could.
I know. Isn't that funny how that happens? Well, you are always that kind of person. I always want to tell everybody, Steve will get on his motorcycle more often than not and just go somewhere to see the world and to experience that. And we right now, as a people, coming out of whatever this last 2 years has been, it's been a lot of crazy, a lot of loss, a lot of change. And people don't even realize sometimes we're carrying around this heavy weight after that. The depression, we got used to being sad.
Yep.
We got used to being alone.
Yeah.
And used to being kind of cut off. And it's hard to jump back in. I think finding our passion again is important, and having something you're passionate about, whether it's riding motorcycles. I was talking to dear Jim Dowell this week, and he and Bobby Randall just got back from this big, huge motorcycle ride out west.
Yeah.
And I mean, a big ride.
Yep.
Like a scary ride. Like if you mess up, It's like what did they call it? A dragon's tail or whatever? When
The tail of the dragon. Oh, in North Carolina, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a fun ride. 312 curves and 11 miles.
oh my Lord, have mercy.
Oh, it's so much fun. When there's nobody around, when there's a bunch of people around, it's not nearly as fun. Like
But
police.
see, find something that you're passionate about. And before we get out of here, I want everybody to join the gratitude book. And you have special guests there, and you have live things there. And I think it's going to be fantastic. So go to Make Gratitude a Habit on Facebook in groups. But if they want to see you about hypnotherapy, and I'm going to tell you, I did it. Steve said, I don't want you to talk about it. I don't want you to talk about it until you've done it. And it was pretty powerful. I didn't know I didn't know what it feel like. You're not clucking like a chicken or doing anything crazy like that. And we did it virtually. We weren't even in the same place, but it was pretty powerful because I finished and my cheeks were wet. I had gone through something and I was sobbing because I had passed through something.
Yep.
You like took me through something and something traumatic, and it was a trauma. And it was something I was having a hard time getting through.
Right.
And I have not looked back, because when you look back, you're going to hit something. You're going forward. So it really is amazing. So how did they reach you for Nashville Hypnotherapy?
NashvilleHypnosis.com, or just find me in the gratitude group. I'm pretty easy to find on Facebook. But yeah, I've been working with a lot of traumas lately. Smokers, of course, that's my thing.
That's right. People who want to stop smoking.
I've done about 6,000 of those so far. But I do everything virtually, so it doesn't matter where you are. I do everything on Zoom. And usually a session for most things will take care of it, just like we did with you. I mean, but I have people who come in through my coaching programs too. So we'll do a session or two and clear out past stuff. And then they realize, oh my God, I could do so much more. And then we start looking at the future. What else can we do now? That's where the coaching comes in, and getting their dreams set and accountable and all that fun stuff. So yeah, reach out. I'm, like I said, NashvilleHypnosis.com, SteveRoehm.com. Or anywhere on Facebook, Instagram, you got it. I'm all over the place.
People are just jumping in here like crazy. The comments are going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Andy says, I'm grateful for small things every morning. And at the end of the night, I go to bed grateful for the best thing, large or small, that happened each day. Love that. And Elizabeth says, I love the book called The Secret. Our brains will manifest what we dwell on. And
I think that's true mostly. I think there's some action that's missing in the law of attraction. I've
got a cat tush in my face while I watch. I'm grateful for my fur babies loving to snuggle. I love that too. Johnny B sending love. John Blackwell checking in. Takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. I love it.
At your muscles.
That's another thing, because people don't even realize too that they think in terms of their health or their whatever. And so, well, I'm just getting older. I'm just getting older. You're like metamorphosis, man. How much I said, aren't you going to be tired after you do blah, blah, blah? And you go, no, I just do some jumping jacks and some push-ups.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. And I do push-ups and sit-ups between sessions. I've got a kettlebell sitting right over here. It all starts up here. And if we have one more minute real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Several years ago, I bought a road bike, a carbon frame road bike. I was out riding. I was living in East Nashville. And I was riding to the dam every day and back, and it was getting pretty good workout. And I found out there was a Nashville Century ride going on, which is a metric century. So it's 100 kilometers or 62.
Okay. And
I'd never ridden 62 miles at one time. I'm like, I'm going to do it. So I get over to Vanderbilt, and I get all excited. I got my helmet on, looking all cool, my tight little spandex shorts. And I meet this couple. And he was 72 and she was 73. And I'm like, oh, this is really cute. They're going to go out. They're probably going to do the short ride, because we got a 5 mile and a 10 mile and a 30 and a 60. And they're like, oh, no, we're doing the whole thing. I'm like, that's awesome. They're 72 and 73 years old. And they're going to go ride 60 miles. So we take off. We're riding around Nashville. We do our 60 miles. And I finally make it back after pushing my bike up the hill at Warner Parks and, all the others just trying to get back. Rolling, I'm feeling triumphant. I pull in, I'm like, yeah, I made it. And I look over, and they're sitting at a picnic table, and they'd already finished their lunch. And I pulled up, and they're like, what took you so long? And I'm like, oh, I want to be you.
And
That's
we
what I want.
can. And we can. And that's the thing about it. It's just like,
Yeah.
and a shout out to my friend Charles Elliott, who watches in Louisiana. He posted a picture of his dad, Mr. Frank. I grew up with Mr. Frank. I know Mr. Frank went to college with my mom, and he was the school principal where she taught, and they were best friends. He just turned 92.
Wow.
And he showed a picture of his dad. He said he just loves to split wood. And
Love
there's Mr. Frank, 92 years old, sitting out there with his little safety glasses on by the wood, and a big old huge
Love
pile of wood, and just literally splits wood. So whatever you're doing, make sure you find something you're passionate about and do it. Find something you love and do it. And if you've been putting something back and go, well, I can't do that. I can't do. Try it.
Call me. I'll take that thought out of your head.
That he will. I'm telling you, Steve is magic that way. Thank you for your time today, Matt. Gratitude a habit. Join the group on Facebook and NashvilleHypnosis.com.
Yeah, that's me.
Thank you.
Love you,
Take
Devin.
care. I love you right back. Bye. And, I will say it was really revolutionary for me. So I pass on the tools that work and the tools that are good for you. Speaking of good for you, my friends over at Brooks Healing Center, they got good stuff going on. Normandy, Tennessee, about 20 minutes south of Murfreesboro.
Healing from substance abuse can be a lonely journey, but you don't have to do it all on your own. At Brooks Healing Center, you matter. We're here to lend you love, support, and acceptance on your journey to find yourself again. With medical detox, residential, and partial hospitalization program levels of care, we help you overcome addiction, trauma, and adverse childhood experiences through personalized healing journeys. Our seasoned team of heart-centered staff is here for you with support, compassion, and hope. At Brooks Healing Center, we'll love you until you fall in love with everything you are.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride. Visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah, there will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details. Murray County, we have Main Street Murray down there, and they have got an organization called a Murray Alliance. If you're new to town, if you're in the Columbia, Spring Hill, Pleasant View area, Mount Pleasant, sorry. Every now and then I get my Pleasants mixed up because there's like a Pleasant all around Nashville. There's always some kind of Pleasant. So Mount Pleasant. You need to find out about the Murray Alliance. And let's go to a place. It's a spotlight on a business that we found called Kids Place.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kayra Williams with the Murray County Chamber and Economic Alliance, and welcome to our newest installment of our Small Business Spotlight video. And I'm pleased to be here today at a Kids Place with my dear friend, Brandy Burdett, and she's the Executive Director of a Kids Place. So, Brandy, thanks for having us today. I'm very, very excited to help everybody learn about a Kids Place. So, number one, tell us how long a Kids Place has been serving Murray County, and tell us what you do, and more importantly, why do you do what you do? Why does Murray County need a Kids Place, which is a child advocacy center?
Yes, so we were established in 1999. We have been here at Murray Hills Church since 2011, and why we do what we do, we serve abused children. Unfortunately, people choose to hurt kids, and somebody's got to jump in and help. And we feel very blessed to be those people. We hate that we have a job, But we feel very honored and blessed that we get to be there to help these children overcome child abuse and their families.
Yeah. So tell me about the services that a Kids Place offers to a child who maybe has been neglected or abused.
So once a child comes into our care, we provide free mental health counseling. We have advocates who work very closely with our non-offending caregivers. We have a medical team who provides free medical exams. We have 2 forensic interviewers who assist law enforcement, the Department of Children's Services, and they provide a specialized interview so that law enforcement doesn't want to talk to children about being abused. That's not their specialty. Right. They deal with adults mostly, and so they rely on us to do that for them. And once that interview is completed, it's admissible in court. And the DA really appreciates our work and helps him prosecute these people. Get them off the street. That's our goal too.
Yes. So you talked about, so you deal with a child maybe from the very beginning all the way through the process. And so sometimes how long is a child in services at a Kids Place?
Yeah, sometimes it's 2 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, through the investigative process, child abuse is one of the most difficult cases, criminal or crimes to prosecute, because it's a 4-year-old testifying against an adult most of the time. So the cases take a very long time to work. We're there every step of the way. There's no limit to our services. The door is open to children ages 3 years old all the way up until their 18th birthday. So if they come to us very young and need us throughout their adolescence and into their young adult life before 18, we're here with open arms. And we don't bill insurance. We don't charge one thing. Don't ask for a social security number. Maybe sometimes if you're John Smith, because that's so common, we might need a social security number to keep people separated. But 100% free. We do rely heavily on our community to help us do our work. And I feel like I'm jumping the gun here.
No, you go right ahead.
That's why we are holding the Pinwheels. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, and we're right in the middle of our campaign. The Pinwheel is just a plus. We're looking for partners, so if you're passionate about children, we are your person to get on board with. We work very hard. We see about 300 kids a year. Murray County is our biggest county. We do serve 4 counties: Lawrence, Wayne, Giles, and Murray. We're here 4 days a week now. We are here at home at Murray Hills. We have a full-time therapist on staff here at this location. We have an advocate here. We have an interviewer available to our team 4 days a week. And so we need partnerships to help us continue to grow. We have a sign and a bunch of pinwheels, and if you're a business owner and you would like to participate, go on our website. It's kpcac.org, and it's real easy. You can figure it out. If not, you can give us a call at our business office in Lawrenceburg. Check out our website and let us know if you want to be a part. It's such a fun way. The pinwheel represents, we all believe that all children deserve healthy, happy childhoods. And that's what this represents. Child abuse is very negative and very sad, but the children are not. They don't stay that way. They're sad at first, but once they come to see us, we provide the care they need, and they go on. And I've been doing this long enough, Kara. We have kids who have gone on to be very successful, have their own families. Treatment makes a big difference.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And the right treatment and extensive treatment.
Yes.
So all the treatment that they need. So just so thrilled that you're here and that you do what you do on a daily basis. And you were talking about fundraising, which is part of what all nonprofits do.
Yes.
So tell us about your annual gala and what that is about, and how, when do we need to look for that next year?
Yes, so historically we've had this in March, but as you can see, April is Child Abuse Awareness.
Right. So
you're going to have to look out for us. Find us on Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
That's a great way to keep up with what we're doing. I don't think it'll be March. It'll probably be January, something like that. But yes, our gala. So it's at Puckett's. Who doesn't love Puckett's? We always have a great speaker, local friends of ours here in Murray County. Judge Chapman was one of our speakers. Miss Linda Lester this year, she knocked it out of the park. So did Judge Chapman. They were able to tell the community the impact we make on the juvenile court, and Linda personally, as an educator, as an administrator in the school system, They just did fantastic. So it's a wonderful fun night. It's a semi-formal. We all get dressed up, delicious meal, wonderful entertainment. We always have someone playing a baby grand piano, thanks to Mr. Tim Pettis at First Farmers. There's a pitch for them. And, just all friends in the community come together for the sake of children who are our heroes. The children who come and tell us things that I don't know if I could do that. So we just celebrate that. It's called Shine Gala. Yes. We shine for children. They shine for us every day, and we want to shine for them, and gives you an opportunity to get to know us better and partner with us at the gala. Please don't miss it. If you're interested in children and making sure that they have a future, that this is where you want to be, for sure.
And like you said, unfortunately, it has to happen. We have to have a child advocacy center. But hats off to you,
thanks.
just many thanks to you and your team and your staff and everything. So if a business is looking for pinwheels, a great way to decorate your lawn.
Yes,
a
in
great
the spring,
way to decorate
for
your
sure.
lawn is a pinwheel, and they grow easier than flowers.
Yes.
So you can always put a sign and some pinwheels in your front yard to help show support for April being Child Abuse Advocacy Month. And then also tell us again that website so we can make sure that we're following and get more information. And also if we need to make a referral, if we know of someone who may need your services.
Yes. So the website is kpcac.org. And if you know of someone that you just suspect could be potentially being abused or harmed, reach out to DCS Child Abuse Hotline. It's 1-877-237-0004. You can always call us, like I said, at our business office in Lawrenceburg. That is 931-766-2213, and we will assist you and direct you and guide you, answer any questions you have. You may just have concerns and don't know what to do.
Yep.
We're there to help you and assist you in that way. The law in Tennessee that people don't know, the law about children and maltreatment, if you suspect, you don't have to know. You're not going to get someone in trouble.
Right.
If you're at Walmart and you see something, get that tag number. Call that in. You may be that child's saving grace. You may be the person that got them out of a terrible situation. We work with experts in our field. You can't make a referral and get someone in trouble that should not be in trouble.
Right.
That's not going to happen. Maybe years ago that could have happened, but not today.
And can you not also do that anonymously?
You can call anonymously. You can go online.
Yeah.
You can go to Tennessee.gov and make a referral now.
Yes, and you can do all of that anonymously.
Yes.
So,
yes.
well, Brandy, again, thank you for the opportunity to share just a little bitty bit about what A Kid's Place does. We appreciate your involvement in the chamber and in the community, but more importantly, we just appreciate what you do every day to make our children, all of our children, healthy and happy.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.
And thanks, everybody. Don't forget to look at that website and their social media for A Kid's Place Child Advocacy Center. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
I love the Murray Alliance. Follow them if you're down in Murray County. They're doing some really good things, but the Child Advocacy Center, Kids Place, it's important. And I hate that we have to have those places, but I'm sure glad that they exist, because when you need them, you need them. And thank you for all you do. We think about businesses. We don't think about those places being businesses, but nonprofit is definitely part of a business. And in our world today, we need to make sure to shine the light on those people doing good and saving the lives and the hearts of children everywhere. Hey, we're going to be doing some childlike fun tomorrow morning. I'm going to be in Murfreesboro Postland. We're going to do the Main Street Awards for Murfreesboro, and it's going to be Rutherford County, and it's going to be fantastic. So join us live on the Murfreesboro Post page. Maybe you don't live there anymore, but you just kind of want to put your toe in the water and see what's going on. We'll be streaming live. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be in Williamson County, the Williamson County Fair. Yes, I'm going to ride. I'm going to take y'all with me, and we're going to go to the Midway. We're going to try some Midway food. I know that shocker. And we're going to cut the ribbon at the Williamson County Fair, and they got sea lions. Y'all, but I just want to see the farm animals because that's what I do. I can't get enough of that. Hey, y'all, be safe, be kind. Remember, you are loved. And don't forget, get in touch with Steve Roehm on Facebook. Make gratitude a habit. Have a great rest of your day.
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a silent Sunday summer. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.